Welcome back to my Legacy of the Void playthrough. In the previous episode, we successfully helped out the Purifiers with getting rid of the Zerg on Endion. Now here's the thing, we desperately need their help in order to take the fight to Amon. However, we don't know whether or not they are ready to put the past behind them.
Phoenix, contact the Purifiers. I would speak to them. Executor Clolarian, you have awoken during the Firstborn's darkest hour. You have shown us that the Purifiers are a mighty force that could turn the tide of this war. I ask you now to honor your sacred charge as Templar and fight beside your brethren as you did before.
You are no different than the Conclave. Once again, you try to control us.
No. I wish to make amends for our past failures. I have fought battles alongside one of you. Phoenix, the one you are linked with. The Conclave feared your kind, but they are no more. I know you are true Templar. I have seen it. I ask that we stand as one, or none of us shall stand at all.
I will counsel with the others.
They are deliberating.
If we are to follow, we would ask the entity Phoenix to speak for us. There is much about this time we do not yet understand. But as long as you hold to your word, Hierarch, the Purifiers shall join the Firstborn.
Mission successful. Alright, that's good. That's actually really important.
I have powered up a new ship subsystem.
Oh.
You can review it in the solar core now.
Alright, good. Now I have to say though, I'm not gonna lie, Artanis is an excellent public speaker, right? I know I said this several times already, but before the campaign started up, before this particular playthrough, I always thought that Artanis was a little cringy, but he's really turned into a badass. He's really, really cool. Anyways, before we talk to Alarak, I want to head on over to the Solar Core and have a look at the available Solarite. So look at that. We got 265 points available and also the 6th and final tier. There's the Purifier Beam. The Spear of Adun fires a controllable beam at the surface that deals 750 damage, 1500 versus armored, to enemy units and structures over 15 seconds. The beam is automatically acquiring new targets if it is not manually controlled. Okay, so the Purifier Beam, I mean, as you may have already guessed, it's absolutely phenomenal. We have time stop, freezes all enemy units and structures in time for 20 seconds. Also, stupidly powerful, and then there is Solar Bombardment. Bombards the target area for 15 seconds, firing 200 random shots that deal 15 area damage each, 30 versus armored. So obviously, all three of those are part of StarCraft 2's co-op. I think all three of them are extremely valuable, considering you can pick them up for, you know, 0 energy each. And considering they've got a very long cooldown, it doesn't really matter. We can just use it whenever it's available and it's gonna be there. It's gonna be really good. I gotta say, I think Matrix Overload is absolutely phenomenal. I think Deploy Phoenix is really nice to have. I would like to, considering I've been making a lot of Energizers, right? I actually would kind of like to pick up Chrono Search again, just because it's very helpful to have. And then I guess we can also pick up Solar Lens. Look at the amount of Solarite we have. We got a lot of it. I don't know how much more we will unlock, but this should work out really, really nicely. So I won't have any pylons to warp in from, but there we go. I think this is a really good setup. I might want to try out Time Stop and Solar Bombardment in particular as well at a later time, but I think this is a really good setup. I don't really know exactly what the, you know, quote-unquote, like, best options are when it comes to the Spear of Adun upgrades, but yeah, this should work out like an absolute charm. Okay, so let's head back real quick to the bridge and talk to Alarak, who apparently still does not have anything better to do other than standing around right here near the bridge.
Are we finished wasting time?
He wants to
or
fight.
Are there more pointless errands to attend to before we strike at Amon?
The Purifiers will be a useful addition to our forces. I would hardly call this an errand.
Yes, but as we already discussed, you chose to give them freedom, hoping that they will do as you command.
Do not presume to lecture me about my decisions, Tal'Darim.
But I so enjoy our exchanges.
You'd imagine he would have better things to do than just simply hang out with a bunch of probes and a couple of Templar in the deck. Speaking of probes. Hello, buddy. Can we give him a name? Can I keep him? Let's talk to Rohana.
Rohana.
I can see it, Artanis. The truth Amon wishes
I
to
can
hide.
see clearly now.
While his
Amon
brethren,
is gone.
the Xel'Naga, slumbered through the millennia. Amon and his followers descended upon Ire.
And he uplifted our people. They ruled over us as teachers, as gods.
He changed us, manipulated our essence. But we grew beyond his control. He and his followers fled to Xeris to create the Zerg. The hybrid are the culmination of his efforts. False Xel'Naga, created in his image. We must...
Rohana, this is too dangerous. You cannot go on like this.
I must, Hierarch. It is my duty to know the truth.
She sounds weak.
To bear it. I know now. This is my purpose.
She seems to be getting more frail, I guess, the longer that this goes on. Not a good sign. Apparently, Vorazun is gonna simply hang out over here too. Hello! Hello, buddy! Oh my god, that is so cool! Are you kidding me? Oh my god, the laser giraffe comes to say hi. What is up, buddy? Good to see you. That is really, really nice. Speaking of which...
These Purifiers have joined our army, Hierarch. It seems they are willing to serve you.
Well, we'll have a look at that in just a little bit. I'm gonna have the switch around once again to the Colossus. Reavers were awesome, but some of you pointed out that now that I've unlocked the Colossus after the actual mission, they've become even more powerful because of the Fire Beam ability. Attacks set fire to the ground, dealing an additional 100 damage to enemy ground units in the area over 5 seconds. Plus, the one thing that I really like about the Colossus is that they stand on top of our army, so my Matrix Overload that I get from my Energizers is gonna trigger a little bit more often. Let us actually go past all of the ones that I've got. I like the Sentinel. I think the Sentinel is really good, although you can't really go wrong with either of them. I think I'm gonna switch back to the Zealot, just because I want to. Deals a little bit more damage, is a nice mineral dump. May actually be the strongest option over here as well, I wouldn't be surprised. Dragoons are really helpful as well. Depending on what you want to micro or how much you want to micro. Dragoons are the ones that require the least control, so we just sort of have them in case we need anti-air. Then there is the Vanguard, which is also a really powerful damage dealer. We could just go for the Immortal here as well. Not a bad option at all. We have the Blood Hunter. I don't really plan on making a lot of Dark Templar anymore throughout this campaign. I think the Dark Templar are probably the strongest overall, but considering I've already picked up a lot of Warriors of Ire, I think we can run with the Avenger for a little while, if I really want to. I mean, this one recalls to the Dark Shrine as soon as he dies, so basically they don't die, but... yeah, I think that the Avenger is nice if you want to play around with it. It's probably the weakest, though, of the three, if you really want to play with it too much, but... we have the Energizer, and then there's also a new version of the Corsair, the Mirage. Graviton Beam disables enemy ground units, phases out to prevent incoming damage, and deals bonus damage to light units. So it's a little bit different from the Phoenix, in the sense that it phases out. I do think that the Corsair, though, is going to be the best all-round option here, just because it's really helpful in these big engagements. Basically, sprinkling in like 3 or so Corsair into your army, super helpful. Not only do they have a lot of area damage, but they also just have that disruption web, right? Super helpful. Then there's the Ascendant. I probably won't make use of that one anymore. Considering how it went in the previous episode, I mean, I made a whole bunch of them, but they seem to be not as strong as I would like them to be. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna pick up the High Templar. Obviously, we got a new ability on them as well, right? Called Plasma Surge. So this is something that we did not have available during our very first mission. Psionic Storm, and get this, restores 50 shields to friendly units in the target area. So rather than your Psionic Storm actually dealing friendly fire like it is in the multiplayer version of StarCraft, they actually freaking replenish storms. And I'm pretty sure if you storm your own High Templar, they're also going to be capable of healing themselves back up. Like, you don't normally want to storm your own High Templar. That's a terrible idea. Plus, they can morph into Archons, which obviously is really good as well. Combination with all of my other units. We got the Void Ray, which I don't mind whatsoever. And then now we have the Colossus as well. I think this is a really good setup. I'm going to primarily focus on Colossus, and then Energizers, and then basically just sprinkle in whatever else I need. That seems to be a good option. Thank you very much, Mr. Colossus. My god, I love this. That is so cool. Does it have eyes? I mean, maybe. Is that 4 eyes, or do you think the eyes like there in the center? I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, good luck on your mission, Mr. Colossus. Let's go ahead and talk to Phoenix and Karax.
We have achieved an incredible feat, friend Phoenix.
Thank you about that, by the way, Phoenix.
Phoenix. I have been thinking more upon that name. It is the moniker of another. I do not believe I should use it any longer. I am not he.
Phoenix was the bravest warrior I have ever known. He faced terrible odds and emerged victorious. Slayed enemies the likes of which most cannot even comprehend. And yet, you have proven to be of equal bravery. He would have been honored that a warrior such as you bore his name.
I mean, it is him.
And so am I.
But not really.
Your words honor me, Hierarch, but one day I must find my own path and my own name.
It's an awkward situation, right? He wants to have his own legacy, even though he already does. But it wasn't technically him, but it was. Right? It's a complicated scenario. I don't really know where the moral high ground is in these kind of scenarios. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section. I would love to hear what your idea is about this whole situation. The thing is, this might actually be a technology that unlocks, within, maybe mine and your lifetime as well. It'd be very interesting if just a brain could be downloaded and then technically transplanted into something else. I'm not entirely sure. Would it still be you? Is a clone technically you? Probably not. It's a difficult discussion to have.
I have been analyzing the Purifier bodies en masse. Their systems function more effectively when in proximity to each other. Outlying protocols can be offloaded to unoccupied cores.
What does any of that mean, Karax?
English,
Their
Karax.
data web was designed to replicate the sense of the Kala. They are connected to each other.
Interesting.
Yes, however, it is a synthetic representation. There is no emotional wave.
The engineers who built them could not imagine how they could ever be seen as Protoss without the light of the Kala. If only our ancestors could see us now.
Alrighty, so we may actually be able to rebuild the Kala then at some point. I wonder if this means, though, that I already have to travel from Cybros as well. Are we gonna take the fight to Amon?
It brings me great joy that the Purifiers have chosen to join the Daylom. But Amon's armies are still a threat. Mobius Corps is overseeing Amon's hybrid production lab. I will not let this continue. We will go to Revanskar and destroy the station before Amon can create more of these abominations.
Alrighty, so we're heading out to Revanskar. It's not quite a planet. Seems to be like a, I don't know, a construction of a bunch of rocks or whatever it is. It's kind of hard to say exactly. I guess we'll find out more about that in just a little bit. Oh, it's an asteroid field. That's what it is. I guess it's essentially a bunch of rocks. Anyways, the population is unknown. The planetary origin is Revan 2, and the asteroid density is very high. Apparently, we will unlock the carrier over there. I don't know if we're gonna unlock it right away in the first mission, but I would like to play an all-out air battle if I can. It's time to travel.
Hierarch, as ordered, my Dark Templar have tracked Mobius Corps to their base within the asteroid belt of Revanskar.
So it's an asteroid belt.
Well done. Karax, what do you know of their defenses?
The asteroid field is highly volatile and guards the base's outer rim. The Spear of Adun will not be able to pass. However, our carriers could strike at the heart of the facility.
We will set a course at once. Amon has taken away my armies. So shall I take away his.
So it's time to get rid of that hybrid production facility. I like how he's just casually walking there.
Ready our ships for assault.
Hierarch, Mobius Core's vessels are not moving into attack position.
Something isn't right.
Our shielding has been punctured. I'm detecting Terran cloak signatures on the lower decks, heading toward the bridge.
Terran?
Templar, to me! We will not let the Spear of Adun fall! Karax, we cannot let this assault interfere with our plan. Mobius Core will not expect a counterattack. Though you are not a warrior, you know their defenses better than any other. I entrust this task to you, Facesmith. Lead our carriers against the facility, while my warriors hold here.
As you command, Hierarch.
Alright, so I'm not gonna have the Spear of Adun, so all of these cool upgrades, they're
With
just...
our ship boarded, I need our best warriors here. I know you were not trained for battle, Facesmith, but with your tactical expertise, you can destroy this facility. Go now, with my full faith behind you.
So I can pick up an additional 35 Solarite over here. Artanis is apparently the mission's advisor, and we will be able to unlock the carrier. Can we have some Terran dancing? Yeah. Nothing quite like dancing with the Marines. Now, Karax is feeling a little bit, he's feeling a little bit awkward. He's got 5 arms, some magnificent dreadlock-looking, hairdo, but I guess he's not really that trained when it comes to warfare. Well, without further ado, Brutal has been selected. It's time to launch.
The Mobius facility. As we suspected, this is where Amon's hybrid armies are born. The operation is fueled by 3 power cores. Destroying them will destabilize the facility and allow us to annihilate the remaining structure.
Those things look awesome, the power cores.
If I establish our nexus point on the outer edge of the platform, the Templar can fight their way in. But there are no ground paths and few minerals. Fortunately, our carriers are ready now. With their help, I might have a chance.
Alrighty, so we got carriers. We have Corsair. And obviously we will be able to produce Void Rays as well if I want to. They are phenomenal. I think I'm just gonna make carriers though. I mean, if you've ever played multiplayer...
has been locked by Mobius security protocols. They cannot be too difficult to decipher. If I gain access, I should be able to move the platform to areas with additional minerals. Well, at least there's enough resources here to get started.
I was gonna say I don't have access to the Spear of Adun upgrades, but it looks like I do have it. Interesting. I'm not gonna really be able to use Chrono Search here. I wish I had my automated simulators. That would have made life way easier as well, because then I need far less probes. Is there anything I can build to... So yeah, there's a lot more resources nearby. Do you reckon I should... I'm not sure. Do you reckon I should use some of my War Prisms maybe? Do I have War Prisms? I don't even know. I said that out loud. I'm like, wait a second, do I? I wonder if it's better actually to make Void Rays or Couriers. It's kind of hard to say. They are all phenomenal, I guess. I think Phoenixes would have been a little nicer. Okay, there we go. Don't want to make too many probes. I think this is actually already more than enough. Let's go ahead and get some attack upgrades. And obviously carriers will be able to automatically produce their interceptors in StarCraft 2. StarCraft 1, it was a bit of a pain. But, okay, so we have to move over towards this upcoming platform. Looks like actually this may very well be on a bit of a railing kind of thing. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, let us make a bit of a move for it. I don't know if I need to, like, wait until I mine out my base and maybe make a really big force. I guess we may as well try it out, though. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to access my upgrades from the Spear of Adunda. That's sort of what it seemed, you know, to be the case. But yeah, we're on some sort of railing.
It is done. I have access to the controls. The platform is operational.
What did you do?
These navigational controls in the upper right of the command display will allow me to move it toward additional resources. The enemy will not be far, though. I should send some ships to scout ahead before we relocate.
Oh, okay. That is really cool, too. Should I chrono boost out some more units? Or chrono search out some more units? That doesn't really matter. A couple of Corsairs might not be a bad idea either. Yeah, I want to be careful to not make more probes. I don't need any more workers than this. I guess I can warp in some more upgrades, right? We can chrono search out some additional upgrades. Upgrades are super helpful in these kind of scenarios. In particular, attack upgrades. Armor is nice too, but attack upgrades in particular are super good if you're playing with carriers, just because of the way that interceptors work. I'm kind of contemplating whether or not I should just mine out this entire platform before moving anywhere else. I mean, this one is gonna mine out in just a second too. I don't really have a lot of resources anymore though.
I am detecting several banshees approaching our nexus.
Do I need detection?
Amon has awoken. We sleep no more.
Okay, let's kill these banshees and then we'll move on over to the next area. This is so cool. I love these kind of missions. So creative, right? To have like a rail to move around inside of an asteroid belt. Alright, so by the way, my Purifier beam is ready to go here. Let's save right over here. We'll mine out these last couple of minerals and then we can rally all of our probes, I suppose. So this is like a hotkey for all probes. Oh, they're just ready towards the Nexus. Oh, that's awesome. Alright. Should I go right now, actually? Was that smart? Ooh, this thing is real fast. I didn't really think it was gonna be this quick. Where do I go? Ah, stop! Okay, looks like we're good. That was a little risky, though. Oh god, no, that was not good. Should I use my Purifier beam? I'm gonna deploy it. I mean, it's a long cooldown. But I really don't want to lose anything here if I don't need to. Automated refineries would have made life way easier here, seriously. That's a lot of resources, though. Look at that. Woo! Thank you, Mobius Core. Appreciate that. Alright, so we moved over towards the next area. Let's start up some refineries over here then as well. And we're gonna make more carriers.
Karax, we are having difficulty repelling the hybrid on the Spear of Adunda. Have you located their stasis chambers?
My scans show 2 chambers nearby. They appear to run on solarite. We could use it more than ever.
Alright, I have to construct additional pylons, which is unfortunate. What I can do, though, is continue chrono searching out more upgrades, which I don't necessarily think is a bad idea. Are you done capturing the resources? Apparently, the probe is. Let's put some workers inside of those gases here as well. I think I want to chrono search out more upgrades if I can. I could chrono search out more carriers too, but I feel like upgrades are going to be more beneficial. Because the earlier I have them, the longer obviously they're going to be useful here as well. So I'm spending my chrono search there. I really don't know if I have to worry about this though. Ooh, luckily kept my Void Ray alive there. Let's chrono search this one. Should I go +3 armor here right from the get-go too? I'm already at 3/3 upgrades at that point. Reconstruction beam would have actually been really nice too, because then I could repair up my Void Rays and my carriers. If I were to do this again, if I fail this mission, I would definitely play it differently. I'm gonna actually get +1 armor here. Gonna prioritize that over anything else. I would play it a little bit differently. Automated refineries would have been good. Reconstruction beam would have been really good. Not chrono search would have been good. All right. Now I definitely, obviously, want to make sure that I get that bonus objective, but I can go to the left here. Okay, let's move out for a little bit. I've saved. These kind of missions can go out of control really easily, though, because I don't want to like just push my my platform forward, and then you know be forced to deal with this shenanigans. Okay, Phoenix obviously still very good. Okay. Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate it, man. Alright, 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 alright. So this base is also gonna mine out in just a minute or so. I'll just give it a second and I'll just continue making more and more carriers and just air units here in general. Alright, so while I wait for my base to mine out, I've been building up my carrier count and I've now also moved towards the left-hand side over here. Not entirely sure what this is, but I do once again have my reconstruction beam ready to go, so... Or rather my purifier beam. I'm just gonna push it down, just like that, or put it down. We'll see what we get. Using my cooldowns here to the best of my abilities, they're super good. Okay, so this looks to be a platform where I can mostly just pick up a lot of free resources. Fair enough. Yeah, the base is once again running really low. Gas is already mined out. So soon we're gonna be able to move again. I would like to start a +3 armor here too if I can, but not gonna lie, man. I'm running out of gas really, really quickly. I'm trying to decide if I should get a forge here too. And maybe put up some photon cannons. Might not be a bad idea. Do have to be careful though, because I don't have a lot of space to put down any of my structures. Okay, that should be good. I have to be a little bit calculated here with where I position my pylons and whatnot. Just so I don't block my own structures here in a little bit. But anyways, so base is just about to run low. We've got some more minerals here on some of those. I wonder if I should go for like a way of dropping off my units. A zealot would be nice, but... Hey, can I pick this thing up? I remember those from... Does that work? Oh, it does! I remember those from obviously the Wings of Liberty... No, actually, I think it was the Heart of the Swarm campaign where we got to... control the battle cruiser once again, the Hyperion. To jump around. That was a good one. Okay, another push coming up. There we go. That should do. I've got a lot of energy, right? May as well. Since I'm not using my Chrono Surge or anything along those lines. Alright, I'm just gonna save some of my minerals here. Maybe I should make a few... Nah, actually, like, photon cannons would be nice. I guess I can get a few, but... It's not gonna be super helpful. I don't think I'm really gonna make any ground army. Since I'm flooding minerals anyway, it's not a terrible suggestion. It's mostly just gonna buy me some time, but I really don't want to put up any Chiderian monoliths. It's just not particularly efficient. Okay, so this base is just about to run low. I'm just trying to take this slow, right? Usually I kind of rush these kind of missions, but there's not really a whole lot I can do here. Take it slow. Gotta take some notes from the battlecruiser. Alright, so this one has a couple more minerals remaining. It's not a whole lot. But I think we're gonna head on out to the left-hand side here first. We can always go back at a later time, but there's a lot of free resources to pick up. Okay, we're good? I mean, that's 35 minerals. Do I care that much? I guess I'm committed now, right? I may as well. And before I miss like a big chunk of minerals and I don't see it until I read the YouTube comment section. Alright, alright, alright. You guys, hang out over here, or I guess I can just do it like that. We'll move over to the left. That's so cool though, look at that! So sick. Okay, you pick up all of these things. Now we're gonna make another couple of carriers. They're 250 gas each though, pretty expensive. I can mine this, can I mine this from this area too? I think I can. We don't have to long distance mine this one. Just want to make sure that I clean this up though before we do anything else. Don't really know exactly what Phoenix is gonna do here. I guess he's gonna kill the bonus objective. There we go, that's one bonus objective taken care of.
Some experiments should never be done. I stand.
Alright, move over the platform. Phoenix, wait a second, look. I can do a magic trick, you ready? There's gonna be a platform. Phoenix like, alright, cool story, bro. Don't care. Alright, jeez. Let's pick up these resources over here as well. And obviously I want to start up both of the gases. Also want to have one probe loot the resources over here at the bonus objective. Very good. I'm trying to take this slow, okay? I'm trying to take this slow. I have a tendency to rush these kind of missions. And usually that's not a terrible suggestion, but... Okay. Trying to be a patient man. I'm not a very patient guy. Ask my girlfriend. I don't like waiting. I like getting things done. But I know that these missions are gonna be really hard if I don't properly mine it out. Okay, let's make a couple more probes. We can start up some, can I do our, yeah, I need to start up +3 armor here. Let's go. And I'm also gonna start up my shield levels here, which will obviously benefit everything. In the meantime, let's move up north for just a little while longer. Obviously, I do want to make sure that I get the bonus objective over there too, but no need to rush it. Gotta be careful though, if there's gonna be a big push, we might be in some trouble. Do you think there's any free resources hanging out in the corner? I'm not sure. Are you, so if you don't do this mission in the order that I am, right? Are you not gonna have such a hard time though? Because the Purifier beam is phenomenal here. Super helpful. Right? That just killed a lot of the stuff that we worried about. That's not nice.
I will leave that to you.
Oh, sick burn! Oh my god, Karax! You madman! Did you hear that? Oh my, dude. That was so wild.
Destroyed. Mobius core energy reserves dropping to 66%.
He was like, no, you! Oh, snap. I just reached a checkpoint here too. That was not what I was hoping for. Alright, well, I guess... Well... Yeah, well, I guess I can... I guess I make another Nexus. I had some leftover resources anyway. Yeah, didn't really want that to happen, but... It should be okay. It should be fine. I'm not gonna lie though, I really do like the solar lance. Look at that, that's ridiculous. I didn't really even need to do very much there. Did lose one probe though, so let's make a couple more. I'll make 2 in retaliation. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait for a little while for this base to run out. It's gonna take a bit, but I want to make sure that I mine it out before we move on over to the next corner. Oh, hey, you know what I just realized? I've got the warping thing. I could have just been warping in carriers all this time. Would have been a little bit, okay. Yeah, that was not particularly smart. Let's get +2 shield here as well, while I continue waiting. With the power of video editing, by the way, look at this. All of a sudden, the base is running out. Absolutely incredible. So there's still a couple of minerals remaining over here, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little tired of it. Let's go ahead and head on back to the safety of the Nexus, and we'll move on to the next platform. Now, obviously, there are some resources that I can pick up over here. I seem to be running low on gas pretty much every single time. Oh no, some of them didn't make the cut. Well, that's good. That's not good. You guys, go ahead, pick those up. Alright. There's apparently a push. No! Oh no, poor probes. That's almost a little sad. Anyways, we'll just simply have the probes collect whatever they can. And then as soon as I got enough gas, once again, I'll continue warping in more and more of these air units. Then if the air banshees are moving over towards... Yeah, they are. That doesn't really matter though. Look at this. You ready? Great. Oh god, there's one siege tank. How did that even get there? I guess it may have been able to move over just like this, eh? Since we seem to have quite a bit of time anyway. May as well use the Purifier beam there. Did I lose? Wait, where are my probes? Oh, they're right here. I was gonna say, I don't see them anymore on the idle screen either. Can you go ahead and pick up some more gas over there? That'd be great. I will just continue pushing over in this direction. Phoenix! Need your help, buddy. Why does Phoenix not pick up those minerals while he's at it? Seriously. I don't get it. Alright. Carriers are pretty good once you max out on them. Oh my god. Calm down now, sir. Are they cloaked? Is there anything cloaked here? It's a little hard to spot. Oh, it's a black hammer. Alright, if you guys could go ahead and pick up those resources, that would be nice. There's actually a base that we can mine from over here. So I think I'm gonna send that platform to the right. Okay. There we go. Bring my probes over here. I may have to make a couple more of them, because I did lose a few. I'm actually out of minerals now. Obviously, remaking interceptors is expensive. So I gotta be careful actually that I don't run out. Does it actually cost me anything right now? Yeah, they are still 10 minerals each. They're pretty pricey. Okay. But now that I've got this base under my control, I think we should be alright. I'm gonna wait for just a little bit once again to recuperate my losses for my carriers, to regenerate some of their shields. And obviously I also want to make sure that I don't, you know, lose because I don't have any interceptors anymore. I would like to get +3 armor, but I don't think I really need it. Alright, so I just destroyed another attack wave. I think I want to have a little bit of a peek around, see if there's anything interesting over here. Obviously there's the objective point right over there on the high ground. Ooh, a Spectre trying to get into that bunker as well. Why is this entire base here? It's a lot of bunkers, man. They're killing a lot of my interceptors. I'm not a fan. I guess I'm not losing a lot of my carriers though. At least there's that, but... You can actually micro them though. Look at that. Ooh, that's so sick. Alright, so let us move up towards the high ground then. I think that's my best course of action. I'm gonna drop down both the beam as well as Phoenix. Just so I'm gonna be alright there. At least I should be. Okay. Go ahead and once again use the solar lens there too. I'm a little worried that there's gonna be another attack near my base. Don't really want to lose another Nexus if I don't need to. I'm losing a lot of my interceptors though. This interceptor shenanigans is getting really expensive, honestly. Trying to get rid of all of these scary Protoss, or hybrids rather. They're pretty terrifying. This is a really scary base. There's a lot of army here. Considering this is a hybrid production facility though, I expected there would be more. Alright. I think we're taking care of this now.
The platform's power grid is nearly offline.
Let's go.
Hierarch. There is only one more core.
Well done, Karax. The attacks on the ship have slowed.
Good. And I think we want to send one probe right over here. I'm actually kind of low here on the amount of minerals that I have. I didn't think I was gonna run out of minerals, if anything, but if anything, it was gonna be gas, right? But I'd much rather see some mineral pickups right now. Maybe there's some actually out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm actually gonna wait on my base for just a little bit. We'll just hover around here for a bit, just to see if there's anything scary down here. Doesn't look like it. I was hoping there were gonna be some mineral pickups in this area too. But I'm gonna wait for just a little bit. We'll continue mining here. And once this is mined out, I'll be heading down towards the bottom here as well. So we'll just have to wait for about a minute or so. Do you think it might be a good idea to add in a couple of energizers? I mean, I've got a lot of gas. It'd be interesting if I could boost up my my units, right? I mean, these area units also benefit from the pylon's power. I don't know exactly how long an Energizer would stay alive for, though, in particular against these Banshee-based compositions, but if it were to work out, it would be very, very, very interesting. Anyway, I was waiting for another attack wave to hit my base, but there hasn't really been any for quite some time. I should probably make a couple of Corsairs too. And I will add one more Energizer. Since most of this seems to be taking on land, or seem to be taking place on land right now, I think this is okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be a push. So let's just do a quick save here. I will move on over towards whatever is going on here on the right-hand side. I can basically prepare an engagement by setting up one of these fields. Look, everything is gonna be buffed up and then we can push. And for 15 seconds, they're gonna be much stronger. I do think that's quite smart. I don't want to spend too much here either, though. Ooh, that's a lot of resources we can pick up. Oh, man. Yeah, that was nice. That was really good. Alright, let's pick up some resources over here. Minerals are running low. Let's make like 3 more pylons, I think. I don't want to make too many. Okay. Oh, dude, the Energizers are insane. So sick. Alright, so this base should be running low here. It doesn't look like there's really gonna be a whole too many attacks over in this area anymore, but just in case, I'll move over my my air army once again in that direction. And obviously we can just, well, we could actually just stand over here and then... Yeah, I can just move it over there and then just rally. As soon as this base runs out, rally the army once again down. And then to the right. And then we can continue expanding onwards. I do have to be careful that I don't accidentally complete the main objective before completing the bonus. Because, I mean, imagine I would not have 100% of the available solarite. I already don't know where to spend it, but it's a nice thing to try and get as many of the bonus objectives as well. Anyway, give me just a sec. I'm waiting until this base runs out. Alright, so the base has practically run out of resources now. Let's move the platform down. Couple of probes once again didn't make the cut. That little button doesn't work particularly well. Anyway, I think I have to decide where I want to take it from here. We're gonna move to the right. And then they should meet up with the rest of our army. These probes actually seem to be getting there right around the same time. Such a creative mission. Whoever made this mission, if the developers of the game happen to be watching, you did a sick job. This is a really, really cool mission. Anyway, there's not really a whole lot I can do as far as mining goes anymore. I think I actually want to have my interceptors over, or my energizers over here though. So let's move down. Energizers. No, actually, I don't think I want to go here just yet. Can I go further down? We sure can. They don't seem to be attacking over here, so this is cool. Let's go ahead and activate my lance. I want to make sure that I get the... Oh my god, that's so much gas. Look at that. Woo. Not bad. Can't complain about that. Very good. Let's get another carrier out. And I guess we can look for the bonus objective over here on this side as well. Let's move one of them in that mode. And even though we don't technically have the use of the carriers here, I can still just... I could probably just finish it with... oh my god, these interceptors, dude! The boost up of the Matrix... Dude, that's so sick.
And their solarite is ours. That went better than I'd hoped.
So the boost up of the Matrix Overload and the Energizers is just insane. I can just leapfrog my carriers. Right? Look at that, that's ridiculous.
Mobius Corps battle cruisers are warping away from the Spear of Doom.
Got him.
Yes, I believe I have found them. It is no matter. We will not be deterred.
I like he gets. I like that that character gets a little cocky.
Has been destroyed. We must strike now. Hierarch, is the Spear of Doom secure?
Yes, we repelled the invaders before they could reach the Solar Core. Our weapon systems are yours to command.
It was my honor to serve. Fire!
The most powerful warlord of all time. Face Smith Karax. Looks like I got a bunch of achievements there. That's good. I got myself 35 solar right here in total as well. Apparently I did not quite pick up every single one of the resource pallets, but that was a really, really fun mission. So now that we have destroyed the... Well, have you destroyed the facility yet? I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, now that we got the Tal'Darim's help, we got the Purifiers, we are getting rid of Amon's hybrid production. I wonder if that means that we're going to be taking the fight to Amon in the very next mission. It may actually be not necessarily the next one though, I'm not sure. Maybe there's still something remaining over here in this area of the galaxy. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed watching this video here today. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. It helps me out a lot. It's a great way of supporting the channel. And of course, if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get notifications as soon as I upload future videos. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile or write. A special shout out to the Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. But I'll see you in the next one.